It's lunchtime and the Brooklyn Cafe is open for business. Live from the Brooklyn Cafe studios, Dawn and Freddie S. and their team are ready to serve up a huge portion of fun for lunch with friends and neighbors. So let's break open that lunch pail and unwrap that sandwich you brought and take a front row seat at the Brooklyn Cafe and get ready to enjoy some humor and hot topics. It's time to get a healthy serving of hope and happiness to help your day go by with a smile. Your hosts, Dawn and Freddie S., are ready to talk about food, health, dating, or just plain dream making. If you have a story to share, or a movie review, restaurant critique, or just a coincidental thing that happened to you, call in free 888-994-4995 right now. Sit back and enjoy your lunch break at the Brooklyn Cafe. Here are your hosts, Dawn and Freddie S.
Welcome to the Brooklyn Cafe Midday Show. I am fired up.
Awesome. Why are you fired up?
I don't know, but you got your light in my eye on your right-hand side. There's lights over there. Yeah, move it. Thank you. I gotta go get sunglasses. Welcome to the Brooklyn Cafe. Welcome to all our friends. I'm gonna tell you, it wasn't very sporting of me this morning. I had some gears to grind, which isn't what we're all about, as you know. And I'm through with it. I'm ready to rock and roll and get going.
Good.
I got to do production for Slick Speaks, and he talked about booze. So I'm having my cup of water. He says, "Don't drink and drive. Don't drink and go to work because you're depressed. Don't do none of that." And that's a millennial talking about, he drinks. And then I got to hear Fuego. I got to hear my Latin brothers and sisters, and they were talking about what's going on. And I'm going to tell you, that DJ Ortiz, he's like a bag of fire.
Yes, he is. Fuego suits him perfectly, doesn't it?
It does. And he sent me a message. He says, when you get tired, you take a deep breath, you brush it off, and you go, because the show must go on. So I'm fired up. I know we got a nice lineup today. We're going to be talking about different things.
Absolutely, most certainly do. You had a busy morning.
I do. And we still have more this afternoon. We got some taping. We got a show with Moxie's going to be doing a show. And then we got the Kids and Capes. Then I got Steve-O. And I think it's an early night after Steve-O. Everything else is taped.
No, we have Becky Boca, but she's already prepared to go. What are you doing at 7:30?
I may put in a piece on you and your doctor. I got to call the radio station because there was an edit sound with the doc. She didn't get in on time, but I'm going to see. I'm going to see what it looks like.
All right, sounds good to me. I'm glad you're rocking and rolling. You feeling better?
I feel good. How you feeling?
I'm good. Yeah, you ground my gears at 9 a.m. Not so nice is all I can tell you.
I know. I apologize for that. I just had to get it off my spectacle self.
Well, next time you want to get off your spectacle self, we can do it off air. What do you think? Or you like to share your greatness with the whole world to hear and see it? Is that it?
I wanted everybody to know. Now, tomorrow we're having, what are we having?
We're having pancakes, pajamas, and boletos.
Now, I am going to give you an opportunity to get me off the pajama list because I'm going to come in pajamas. I'm not going to shade nothing.
Okay. That wasn't part of the criteria, but do what you got to do.
Well, I have a whole get-up I go to sleep in.
Really? And what would that be?
You'll find out tomorrow.
Ah, okay. I'm looking forward to it. I'm looking forward to it. So I got to get those pancakes in and see where I'm going to be doing the show from tomorrow. So we'll figure that out in the morning.
And
day by day is what we do.
Day by day. Okay, so we're good to go. Anybody you have lined up that's going to be joining us with their pancakes?
Nobody has said. I would love our producers to. I don't know how we can get Teddy to join us for pancakes, but I would love to see if we can do that, and our crew, see if they can do that. Part of this whole thing, and I'm not even going to say it. We just keep going. But yes, we have a great show today lined up. We've got Dr. J joining us, and we've got Micah Cook. She worked does workouts and online training sessions from outside of Austin, Texas. And then we've got Christine Falzone on the 1 o'clock hour talking
Now,
about energy.
now, do you remember Cook? You don't even remember her.
How would we know her?
I think she was at the rate when we were up at the. I can't remember where the hell we were. We were at the art gallery.
But she's from Texas.
And she's there now, but she was here at the time. I believe. I could be wrong. I could be wrong.
But we're going to have to find out because she told me she lives outside of Austin, Texas, and she does an online workout program that people can watch. And that seems to be the new craze. And I'm a little more concerned about gyms and things reopening because I know restaurants will reopen if they can stay open. People will go back to going out for dinner. People will go back to doing that and having events and parties. The gym thing, I'm not so sure what's going to happen with the workout world because you can do it from home now and you realize you can do it from home. And I think people have invested in their Pelotons and their Nordic tracks and their all kinds of apps. I forget what they're called, Center. And I know that everyone in my family is using this app called Center, where it's like a 30-minute hard hit workout. They're seeing results, dramatic results. And right now it was free. And if it's not free, it's like $10 a month. So other than the motivation, which is tremendous, and the accountability, which is huge, I think the gym industry and workout industry is going to change.
Well, people like to go to the gym because they like to socialize, and that's going to change. But people like to work out with other people. Sometimes I used to be in the gym at one time in my life, and I used to go to play racquetball. I didn't go for the gym. We used to warm up with the gym with the bicycle and stuff, but I used to play hours and hours of racquetball. But what I saw with people doing the workouts, I used to be in the house where the wrestlers from the WWF were. This is going back in the day, like Ivan Putski, those guys. I mean, these were huge guys. And they used to lift bulk, and that was the end of it. But I think that the gym business will never die because people like to work out and watch, and they like to watch people. They like to see different techniques. They like, guys go in there to pick up the women go in there to pick up the guys. I mean, is dating going to change? That whole thing is like.
I love that Teddy did that piece yesterday on dating, on Teddy Unscripted, because it totally changes everything.
It does.
We can spin it any which way, that this is the time to be you and do you and all this stuff. But at some point, people are going to go back to dating, and it just changes it all.
I guess kissing is going to be off the circuit.
Does that mean everything's off the circuit?
Everything, no holding hands, no kissing. The
No
dating
sex.
scene will be a wave. How you doing?
No sex, no dancing, no kissing, no intimacy, nothing, huh?
Nothing. That's it. It's going to be, and this isn't something that you can wrap it and whatever. This is something you can't even breathe. You got to hold your breath.
You can wrap it all right. If you keep wrapping it, there'll be no babies. People are wondering in 9 months from now or 8 months from now, since we've been doing this for long, is there going to be a new baby boom?
Now, did you see the study with women that are pregnant and like Valerie and stuff, and the studies coming out where they get the virus and how it's affecting the baby? They have absolutely no clue of how this is going to work out.
I know. But they also said, I guess it's pretty, here's the thing. Like I said earlier today, statistics can be manipulated and data can be manipulated for your own story. So this woman, it was a very, very small study. The smaller the study, the bigger the numbers. 1 in 8. That's tremendous, right? But if you take a larger sample, you don't know what they're going to be. And, the baby, you would think, should have some immunities through everything through the mom. So we can only hope and pray that God's gifts of childbirth and newborns will have that immunity. That is my good wish to all of these babies.
It's going to be an interesting phenomenon on this thing.
But again, all you can do, oh man, with a glass half full, that is on droplets these days, is have faith.
No, I'm not half full.
No, you're not half full. You're not even half full. I'm just telling you. So according to Leslie Carmen, let's see, Leslie says, from now on, don't ask People aren't going to ask anymore if they have STD. She'll ask if they have COVID. True that. Leslie, I need to see you. I need some migraine help. I'm actually going to, maybe Leslie can do a treatment for me from home. I'm going to give her a call and see if she can help me out.
You still have migraines?
Do I still have migraines? It's a relative term of what a migraine actually is, what you consider it. By definition, I don't know what the definition is. By feel, I can tell you what the feel is. So, but Leslie told me way back that she's got something. I wonder if the Life Force would help. I know Faith Washington has something for me. Also, Leslie says she can help. That's what I thought, Leslie. I'm going to give you a call after the show and see how she can help. She had told me way back when, and I got to tell you, since all of this is happening and people can say it's a 5G, whatever it is, I can't tell you it's a conspiracy, anything, but my daughter turned on a tarot card reader yesterday, and she says this one's really pretty accurate. So she was watching, and she said, oh, wait, I have to, oh, Leslie, that would be great, a Reiki session. The woman stops in between the reading. She says, somebody watching this needs this right now. If you are suffering from migraines, and Chelsea says, holy crap, Mom, this is for you. She said she put the reading on hold. She said it was like she was reading right towards me. I was at the studio. Talked about people who are suffering from chronic migraines right now. And you're going to laugh. You're going to laugh because you're going to say, I told you so. And I hate it that I'm actually going to validate you right now. So I just want you all to know the fact that I'm validating Freddie on air is not something I really want to be doing. But they said, what do you think she said?
I have no clue. I want to hear you say.
She said, you have to find your inner peace.
And bada boom.
And bada boom. And bada boom. So Chelsea said, Mom, I can't believe she was talking right at you. So I'm going to call Leslie afterwards and maybe we can do Reiki and see how it goes online because maybe she can even do it on air with us tomorrow. That would be kind of cool.
Yes.
Or next week.
Nice. Yeah, it'd be nice. Yeah.
I've never done a Reiki session, but I can tell you one thing. I am not taking any medication for this headache because I've also learned it doesn't help. It doesn't even mask the problem. It just creates a new one. So it's like childbirth. You just got to suffer through it until it's over. How you like that?
You know, my partner is such good news. It's a good thing that she is the half full and I'm the half empty because
I am, because I got to just move through it. I cannot take any medication for this. There is so much out there. There's so much energy shift in this whole dynamics of what it is. And actually, our 1 o'clock guest, she says to me, she doesn't go out very much. She said, because she can't take the energy from outside her house. And I don't mean the environment. She said, people. She doesn't go into public places. She doesn't go to big events because she can't handle others' energy coming into her. And I get that. I've stopped going to the mall, and Chelsea and I have talked about that in sporting events. Disney World. Sometimes I would go into these rides underground, and they would close the door. I know. They tell me claustrophobia. I think it's something else. Maybe it's just my craziness. But there's something to be said about all that stuff that we all take in.
Okay.
Try diffusing some peppermint essential oils. Oh, thank you, Andrew. I was actually looking for some peppermint essential oils. I'm going to see if I can find some. People are writing in, see? Homeopathic ways to do this. I got to get some peppermint oils. I think Daphne gave me some at some time. I'm going to look for that also. But that's what they say, peppermint. Because, you know, you can feel it in your sinuses. You can just feel all this congestion and allergies and spring season. All of that.
It's called having too much to think about.
Well, don't you think a lot of people are in the same situation?
But a lot of people aren't 5'3" and get migraines. Doesn't matter. Everybody's doing it. Listen, the other day I told you there was a lizard, a big lizard in the back of the pool. And I ran out because I wanted to chase it into the lake because it's destroying the house. And I hit my leg against the door, metal door frame jumping out of the door. And I'm going to tell you something. I saw stars. I mean, there were tears coming down. I hit my leg. I got a huge black and blue in there. But I came on the show in pain, agonizing, like that NBC agony of defeat. I was agonizing, but the show must go on.
See this? This is my very, very tiny violin for you.
Now I can do that for you with your headaches and your migraines and your thinking.
You 100% should. I got to tell you. I just got to tell you. But I'm looking forward to today's show. I miss Dr. J tremendously. And Monday, I have a huge surprise coming on Monday. I'm not even let the cat out of the bag yet. But big surprise for you come Monday morning. Monday afternoon, I should say.
What is it?
It's a who.
Who is it?
It's a who. It's a surprise for you.
Well, tell me who it is.
No, well, I'll tell you. I'll give you something to look forward to.
Okay.
She's a beautiful blonde. That narrows you down about 50% from the beautiful brunettes that you know. So she's a beautiful blonde. She is not of, it's going to be a fun game, actually. Isn't there a game where you like ask the Masked Singer all these questions so you figure out who it is? That's the game we should play.
Is she from Tampa?
Yes.
I know who it is.
How'd you get that so fast? Get out of my head.
Because normally you surprise me with people that, okay, if she came on, that would surprise me, and that would surprise me.
Would this surprise you? Yes. So Lady N is coming up next Monday with some recipes on how you can take one ingredient and make it a variety of ways. Because what I'd like to start doing, and any chefs that are watching or any at-home cooks that have ideas, are how to feed your family economically these days. Because I think that's going to be the next thing, is once we've all done hoarding our food, which we have, we're like squirrels in the trees, right? We're hoarded, we stocked up, we've spent thousands of dollars on food and no money on anything else. We're going to go back to work and realize now we have to make sense of all of this and feed a family economically and see what that looks like. So is it a chicken? Is it vegan? How can we stretch a dime on a budget and feed people healthy? Healthy is the key, and economically. So if you have an idea, we could open it up to a cooking show, because people are home. They can do a cooking segment from their home and show us what they're doing to feed their family. That I would love to do, actually.
That would be very beneficial. I would like to bring a vegan on that does vegan pastries and stuff. I got some business cards I could call and see what they're doing. It'd be fun.
So that's what I'm thinking of doing, because I think that's the next step. Once everyone's done panicking and we get back to doing things, and it's going to be opening up. We talked about that this morning. It's going to start opening up. But then life hits and you're back to feeding a family. And I always think of the story you told me about your mother with the steak and how you do it. And how do you do it? It looks normal, and you include the kids and you include them in cooking. I saw Mecca Farms. They have boxes of produce that for $10 a box, and I would even go get some, but I don't know what I would do with all that food. I'd rather give them the money and let them donate it out to people that really need it. Because what would I do with 25-pound box of corn, or 25-pound box of eggplant? I wouldn't even know what to do with it. But I'm going to call them and see if there's a way that I can even donate over the phone. Maybe I can donate money, or they've got an account.
Don't they mix the fruits and vegetables?
I think they might. So I'm going to call them. There's a lot of produce areas in our community that do that, a lot of local farms. See if we can get that into the hands of some of the kids. The kids really need it. I know Delray Beach needs a lot of help. Pockets of Boca Raton. There are people out, the migrant workers out in the West Glades. Get some food out to people that need it. It doesn't mean I'm going to drive it there, so don't worry about that, because clearly I will get lost. But I'm going to call and see how we can facilitate that.
Well, I know Bender's has a box of groceries, like fruits and vegetables. And you wait on the line, and I think it's $10 for a box. Because I saw the guy on the news, he bought 10 boxes for him and his friends in wherever he lived. And then they got some money together, and he bought 5 extra boxes, one for every car behind him. He didn't know who they were. And he said, don't even tell them that I paid for it, just tell them to pay it forward. And that was the whole day. People kept buying boxes for the cars behind them, it was phenomenal. If you were the last one on the day, you probably picked up 5 boxes, who knows? But
think how economical that is. And $10 to get a box of fruits and vegetables, of fresh produce, and eat healthy and be able to actually, again, I probably wouldn't know what to do with it, but I did cook back in the day, right? One of the things my mother never taught me was to cook, but my cleaning lady did a great job teaching me how to cook, but I don't do it anymore.
But your
And
mother
all
cooks,
of that,
right?
no,
Your mother doesn't cook either?
she does, but she doesn't. Does that make
Is there
sense?
anybody in your family that cooks?
My sister's wife, my
She's a
brother's
good cook?
girlfriend. Here's the common thread. My sister's wife, my brother's girlfriend. Clearly, no one from my bloodline genetic makeup cooks, but yes, everybody else does. My daughter
No,
cooks, and my son cooks.
Aaron's
My son,
girlfriend cooks.
yes, they love food. They love to cook. They love to create. So here's what happens. They're home. They have this puppy. They have a female puppy. And yesterday she had her first fun episode around the house of what happens to female puppies when they go through heat. I'm like, oh
Ugh.
man, yeah, that. He's got rats in the attic. Things when you're home you realize that you never realized before that you think aren't really happening. Did you see the thing with rats? Because restaurants are not opening, rats need to find a place to get food. So he lives in Coral Gables. So what's happening? There was a hole in his roof and rats were in there. So the trapper's been out there a couple days this week, and the first set were black, the second set were white. I mean, ugh. But this is a thing. This is a huge trickle down effect on our community, on our ecosystem, on everything.
Well, what they should do is they should go down like Atlantic Avenue, anywhere that there's restaurants, and line the streets with poison. They're doing this in New Orleans because everything there is shut down.
You know what that smells like when they die?
Well, they're gonna die. You got to pick them up.
That's what I'm saying. It's exactly what I'm saying. It's kind of gross, isn't it? Things you didn't think about.
But you can make some money.
You know what? You could become a rat trapper now. Oh, you hate rodents, so you do not do well with those things.
No, I will use an extension to pick it up.
I don't see Dr. J logged in yet, but when she does, Teddy, just bring her over, and we'll go from there. But I'm glad to see you're in a little bit of a better mood. I'm glad that Leslie's watching because I'm really looking forward to giving some more information for people to heal, because that is what we need to do. We need to heal people with different ways and different ideas. What do you have there? The light?
I got the light. This is the promo light. Stuff for you light from our friend Jeff.
Jen G had one of those on her computer yesterday also.
Did she?
Great for Zoom conference.
It's interesting.
And next thing we got to find out is how we can change our backdrop in all of this.
We know how to do that.
You do?
Yeah.
I was going to ask Gio about that.
You mean inside the screen itself?
Yeah. No. Behind us. So
Like
it looks like we're in Disney World, or it looks like I'm under the water, or anything like that.
Whatchamacallit does that. Zoom. You're allowed to change the back. But you have to load up. You have to load it up, though. You have to load up the
image.
The image. Images. Yes. Well, that's interesting.
Then sometimes your head looks a little green around the edges, so not so much. But I like the cam look for you.
Now, do you see my new look with the new camera?
Yes, it's lovely.
Yes, this is one of the studio cameras that I use at WNN.
It's lovely. And I'm wondering if you pulled those chains on that grandfather clock behind you.
I have not. Time stands still.
For you, it does, apparently. This is a whole study in itself. And when Dr. J comes on, she's talked about doing a regression on you and psychotherapy and all the stuff that she wants to do. I'm thinking that it's about time, because the way your mind works is not like anybody else's mind during this time period.
Why?
It's just not. And it's just not. It's just not anybody else's mindset. Jen G and I have a similar mindset. Faith understands where I'm coming from. Leslie, Tracy, you? I don't know what I don't know. You're just from a whole different realm of thinking. Must be the dad bag thing.
You want me to teach you something?
Yes, please.
I'm going to teach you something. When
Teach
I
us
was
all.
coaching, I was coaching football. And I noticed that every time I made a play or move, the coach on the other side would watch what I was doing to counterbalance what it is that I was doing. So I was trying to score by changing up ideas, changing up and creating a mess. Same thing in baseball. So what I decided to do is to change my approach to everything, and I do it in life too. And I think I've talked to you about this. I wait until the opportunity comes to me now. I watch when the opportunity hits that I got to make my move. Because I know that right now, no matter what I do, no matter how much I panic, no matter how crazy I get, no matter if I want to throw myself in a lake, it isn't going to make a difference because you can't control that you cannot control. But when an opportunity comes your way, then you're able to control that opportunity and things will change. So there's no need right now for me. I mean, do I understand how you guys feel? Yes, but that's not me. I've
I
never,
see that.
I stopped being that way. But it doesn't do anything, listen, it gives you migraines, it gives you ulcers. You start fighting with the cats and the dogs and everybody else in between. And everything around you is people panicking. I've seen it all around me for the last few days, and the panic is there. But what is that going to do?
I can't tell you it's panic. I'm not panicking. I'm frustrated. It's a difference.
Same difference. Same difference.
No, no. Frustration is frustration. Panic is a whole nother thing. For me, I'm not panicking. I'm frustrated. I feel like my hands are tied. I feel like there's things I want to do. I want to see our crew again. I miss them so much. I want to engage them. So much of what we do revolves around our interns. Everything revolves around them and who they are and their ideas and helping them and giving them opportunity to grow and a chance to be out there into this world. And we've lost that. We've lost that check-in with them. Some of them are still check-in and they check in and then they go, I got to take a break again. It's an emotional break because they're not, most of them are not physically working. I worry about Hector, who's taking it, just him and his grandma and his sister. I worry about his state of mind. I worry about Teddy, and I know she's fine. We get to talk to her more than anyone. Slick has a venue for He Speaks Out, which is why this platform was created, to give them an opportunity to speak. We can't even engage half of them to come forward and do this. That is what's frustrating me and hurts my heart, is these kids that we love, our extended family, we can't get to them and we can't get them to us. Not for lack of a platform, but because their mindset isn't tuned in right now. Out of frustration, panic, whatever it is. And that's what upsets me most about all of this.
Dawn, when the kids came to do their work with us, the first thing we did is we sat them down and we said to them, here, you have to become a doer. Here, if you're waiting for me to teach you something, you're going to be waiting a long time. So every one of those kids has the same opportunity. If they were to all say to me today, they wanted to do their own platform, their own show like Teddy and Slick is doing, and Slick is new at this thing, he hasn't done it ever. Teddy, a little bit more seasoned, and she's learning. But if any of them, including Hector could do a show on cooking. He's a great chef. He does pies. You seen those pies?
I know. I want to eat them. I need to smell-o-vision.
I will weigh 4,000 pounds around Hector. But all of them have a specialty. All of them do. But they have to want to. Mia is in the industry that she could do drinks and everything. She could do a whole liquor piece using the rum. There isn't any excuse for this. DJ's doing it. He's doing the whole Latin piece on the other side. If they want to do it, they can do it. As a matter of fact, Teddy now, we through our Go system, we can put up to 250 people on the Go system. So all of a sudden you can do 2020 again. There is no excuse. The only excuse here is that they won't. And that's not an excuse. And they won't for different reasons. We are all in this together. So if you want to find that inner peace and you want to suppress the panic, you get on here, we'll put you into the system, and you can see all of them and let them shine. Remember when they did the interview for the young man that was running for Congress?
Yeah.
They could do that again. I've never said they can't. I could put them all on this screen now.
I know.
But they gotta
and that's what I would
but they
like
gotta,
to do.
but they
So
gotta want to
I'm
do
not.
it.
So I'm not in panic over this. Can I tell you my mood might change in about 30 seconds? It might. But what I'm feeling isn't panic. What I'm feeling is frustration. And there's more to do. There's so many people to help. And I want to help more. And I feel like my hands are tied because I can't get to all the people I want to help. And does it start with just one? Okay. Does it start with 100,000 of us on Roku? Okay. But I want to get to those that are so close to us and those that are far to know, we are here to help. And it's your mindset. If everyone is physically well, and I pray that all of them, all of their friends, all of them, all of their family, their grandmas, they're all physically fine. And once we get over step A, then I want to get to B, and I want to know how their mindset is and how we can engage them. Because being there yesterday in Hector's office, I miss them.
Well, honey, they're here. You know what? I'm not frustrated because I know this works. I know that if you follow the formula, this works. What you're seeing in front of you works, okay? And it works outstandingly because we have a bar that's raised. I made the kids come in and raise the bar. You see some of the things that they've put out there. They're not gone. Frustration is maybe the word that bothers me. I am anticipating that everybody's going to come back. If you guys want to call everybody and put them on here tomorrow, we can do it. We tested it. It works. They just got to want to do it. And they have to have something to want to do it for. Not just to come on here. It's a show. 2020 is a show. That young lady that was on there yesterday.
Right, right?
I wanted Teddy to interview her, put her on 2020. CBD, your CBD store. The young man, the son, and the daughter. Put them on there. There's a lot of elements here. A lot of elements that we can use. But you got to bring it. If you're a business owner and you're going to sit there and wonder, I'm going to lose my business. And let me tell you something. You're not alone. I look at my business and I wonder, what am I going to come back to? Am I going to come back to any? I know that part. But you know what? Worrying about that ain't going to make it happen. I want to push. We signed a new rum deal. You saw that I sent pictures of the Beasley Radio Network over there as an expansion. I've been in touch with our other studio in Miami, and I'm going to try to get done to do this as well, our coffee vendor. You know what? The only thing I can control is right now what's in front of me. That's it. There's no more and no less. It isn't frustration. It's not my hands tied. My hands are loose. Mother Goose, it's in front of you. You can do anything you want with this platform. But you got to follow the rules. You got to follow the rules.
Let's go to commercial break then. And when we come back, see who we got joining us. You can give us a call at 866-224-5422. I'm going to let you know how my Reiki session goes with Leslie Carmen after the show. We can maybe share that tomorrow on air also. Maybe we can give Leslie, we talked about Leslie coming forward, doing a whole 30-minute show for herself as well. And stay tuned. We'll be right back. If a tree falls in the woods and no one is around to hear it, does it make a sound? Have you ever felt that your voice goes unheard? And you think that you can make a difference if only someone would listen? It's time for women in business to have a place to step into your power, a platform to embrace your hopes, dreams, and your visions, a voice to heal and restore. Your voice can make a difference. We have a platform you deserve to share your story and let your voice be heard. Be kind to yourself. Give yourself the chance to be heard and shine bright. Contact New Dawn Media by texting CAFE to 55312. That's CAFE to 55312. Or call us at 866-224-5422. Your voice can make a difference.
Healing Moments Wellness Boutique specializes in integrating scientific and ancient therapies to relieve physical, emotional, and psychological distress. Through the power of touch, coaching, and meditation, clients experience pain relief, relaxation, healing, and detoxification. Contact Healing Moments Wellness Boutique at 561-931-2187 and experience Boca Raton's Healing Haven. Enjoy the benefits of an individualized treatment plan to help find your feelings of peace, complete balance, and wellness. Call Healing Moments today, 561-931-2187, and be rejuvenated.
The way you live your life says a lot about you. The way you choose to commemorate your lifetime can say even more. It's a single event that speaks volumes. So how do you celebrate a life? Dignity Memorial providers believe that your memorial service should be as unique as you are, reflecting your personality and your passions. It should be a perfectly tailored send-off, a fitting tribute for family and friends to celebrate the person they love. We're professionals at catering to your every need, right down to the catering. In fact, no detail is too small. So when it comes time for a fitting tribute, we'll see that your final wishes are beautifully fulfilled. It's what Dignity Memorial providers are known for. And why you should rely on us to see that your life is well celebrated. The celebration of a lifetime begins here.
You've been watching the Brooklyn Cafe Show. Join us each day and after hours as we talk about the hot topics to open the conversations and share a few laughs. Now, back to Dawn and Freddie S.
Did you hear that last night, 8 o'clock in France, they rang the bells because Notre Dame, the bells were put back from the fire?
Really? Very nice.
I got that from Fuego.
Very nice. Well, you know what that makes me think? I won't even say it. It's a whole other conspiracy. Not a conspiracy theory. You know, sometimes the universe gives us signals that we're not realizing, and maybe that's one of them. But who knows? I see Dr. J has logged in. Dr. J, are you there? Let's see if we bring her over.
I don't know if she's there. The other, I have another piece.
Hi. There she is. Hi, honey.
Hi. Hi, guys.
What's the matter?
How are you doing?
I'm so sorry. I wanted to go in earlier, and I had a call from someone who, a patient of mine, who thought they had COVID, and we didn't have a scheduled session, but they were very anxious and riled up, so I got a little bit off with the schedule. So I'm here now, and my patient is good, doesn't have it. And how are you guys?
We miss you. How are you doing?
I'm doing as good as can be, with all this. Physically, I'm good, thank goodness. Mentally, there's just a lot going on. I guess, in my profession, I know you guys know also, you must be hearing a lot of stories and a lot of stuff. It's a wild roller coaster ride.
It's crazy. And everyone needs you more than ever. We were just talking about this, and I really can't wait for you to get Freddie on your couch and actually do a session with him, because the way his mind is wired, Dr. J, is not from this world.
Really? Oh my gosh. Well, I'm interested
You know?
to hear.
First of all, Doc, let me tell you something. I have been praying for you to come on forever because this one over here, she needs your help. She is a freaking mess. She's panicking. She's getting all sorts of headaches. She's driving everybody crazy. Everybody crazy. So we
Well,
need you to help.
okay, so I'm definitely going to help. Well, it's not uncommon for people to be extremely psychosomatic during this time. I don't think there's one person that I've talked to that doesn't have a sore throat every other day, a headache, body aches and pains, sweating. We all have it, including myself. And then you wake up and you're like, oh, okay, I guess I'm all right. I don't have it. For me to keep the anxiety down and what I'm sharing with my patients, I'm having them focus every day on doing what they can do to be proactive. So I took on a commitment to make sure that my immune system is the best it's ever been. So for me, it reduces my anxiety when I wake up and there's just a set of the supplements that I take, and I feel that nothing's going to penetrate this. I'm taking elderberry, vitamin C, zinc, vitamin D3. I think that's it. That's
the cocktail that everyone's recommending,
that's
right?
the cocktail that I'm working on. And I have to tell you, I believe it's making a huge difference. I believe that if you keep your immune system strong, that you're in a much better place than ignoring it. I'm also committed to eating like fruits and vegetables daily, which I really didn't do before. So this has been a change for me. And I'm telling people this is something we can control. We can control what we put in our bodies and how we build them up. And that's powerful. So, when you get distracted and when you get nervous, I'll take an extra vitamin C. Or if my nose starts to run because I have horrible allergies, which I've never really had this bad allergies, but for some reason my nose runs every day. And I'm just taking extra C's. And every time I take it, I go, oh, see, it helped. I feel better. So I'm telling people to do that. Also exercise. I also got in a rut. I had a couple of difficult sessions. I've heard about people that died from this, and it was too close for comfort. And I knew I had to move my body. And I started to do just dance movements, exercise. You have to sweat. I don't care if you do it in your bathroom, but you have to sweat and push yourself. It was hard. I didn't even want to do it. I pushed myself. I put on my Alexa music and I just dance. Put on whatever you like, rock, 70s, whatever it is. You need to sweat. And I promise you, after you do that, you're going to have a moment of reprieve. You're going to feel much better.
It's true. How's your son doing?
Oh, he's great. This kid is great. We celebrated his 12th birthday at home. His birthday was April 3rd. We're fortunate. He's in a private school, and what they do from 8:30 to 2:30, he goes to all his classes online. So there is structure, and he gets to see his friends and all his different, 6 different teachers. That's been good. He's on spring break now, and that's been a little challenging because he really can't go out like anyone else and play with the kids. I don't even want him really going out and, kind of walking out there right now. So it's been a lot of in the house time. But
it's hard. We do it.
We dance together. I put on the Alexa and he thinks I'm crazy, but it doesn't matter because he eventually breaks down and dances with me, and just sweating and dancing. And then we look forward to a shower at night, and that's our day.
And you do it all. Are you working from home? You're doing everything remotely?
I'm doing FaceTime sessions or WhatsApp video. At first, a lot of people fell off. People weren't really connecting. I just had a few. I think people were frozen. They didn't know what to do. It's also they wanted to see me in person. I had some conflicts with some patients that just couldn't understand why I wouldn't be there. I don't think people understood the nature of this, the severity of it. I'd rather be overly cautious than underly cautious. So I decided that I'm going to go to FaceTime. So on March 18th, it was my last day at my office. I was there up until March 18th. Came home. I was offering, and I'm going to start offering again, on Zoom. I'm going to do free 30-minute guided meditations for stress management. So if anyone wants to join in, I'll put that also out there. And I'm offering for my fee for service patients 15-minute sessions, 30 or 60 to keep the cost down. So if they can only afford 15 minutes, 30 minutes, anything, I can work fast to do something to give them some tools real quick. You know, it's more about giving people tools right now, teaching them how to settle into their bodies, get out of your head, because that's not going to help right now because we can't make sense out of it anyway. So as Freddie points to you, Dawn, get in your body, breathe in your body, and you have to trust your body, and you have to do things like just, you know, if you can't go outside, or if you choose not to go outside, then stare at nature, stare at some beautiful pictures, listen to some music, things that we can do that nurture our soul and help us replenish. And you have to do it every day religiously. You have to commit to it. It's so important because it's so easy. I wake up I go on my phone and I look at the news and it's still there.
Well, Doc,
I
I
can
wanted
say
to ask. Well, hold on. I want to ask her a question because you're not going to rub over this. She has a tendency of now she's going to jump on the conversation and she's going to make it because we know where we're going. We're going to end up going right over there. I'm telling you where we're going. But when this thing started, there was a certain mindset. Okay, it was easy to say, you know, get up and stay focused and come on. This now a week passes, 2 weeks pass, 3 weeks pass, 4 weeks. So now the game has changed because it's gotten more under the skin. People are going crazy. They're trying to control things that they can't control, and they're not looking at the good things that you're offering. This is a mistake that started this whole thing to begin with, because we never took advantage of how to use a computer, how to make your business grow, how to do a side hustle, right? So here's my partner who I rely on, and she gets wonky on me. She gets crazy. I can't stay home. I gotta go. And then she gets angry because she wants to see other people. We have a lot of interns, a lot of people that work with us. It's just not the moment right now. So tell me, how do you talk to people who are now 4 or 5 weeks, 6 weeks in the game, and you know that here they're a little bit long in the tooth? What do you say? What do you do?
Okay. So you're talking like people like Dawn right now?
Yeah.
You know, I adore you, Dawn. Well, you know what? Being impulsive and running and doing is not the best thing to do right now. We have to really be smart about it. This is where people that know about meditation, know how to settle down themselves, they're doing better than people that don't do that. This is a whole new way of learning how to live for people that are type A personalities, that are go, do. I can't stop. I can't this, going nuts. We are being forced to take a look at this in a different way and to change our lives. And this is going to be a change of life. Now, we can say it's going to be negative or we can say it's going to be positive. I choose, and we must choose, that it's going to be positive. We have to be able to function whether we're allowed to go outside or not go outside. This is where it all comes from within. This is where you got to pull up all your positive affirmations, spirituality, religion, utilizing, like Freddie says, all of the visual aids. We have the social media. I mean, I did Passover with my family through Zoom, and I'm sure other people did Passover, Easter. I mean, we're not focusing enough on how fortunate we are that we can do that. We're just so used to it being the other way. And I'm going to tell you, it's never going to be the other way. It's just not. This, I believe, in my opinion, is creating a whole different type of society for us. You can either adapt and adjust, and that means you win and you thrive, or you're going to reject it and you're going to feel more pain. So I know it's hard, and I have good days and bad days too. I'm very genuine about it, but I'm always going to choose the glass is half full. And as long as I have my health and my loved ones are healthy right now, we're going to push through and push through and push through and push through and push through.
Here's the thing. Freddie's glass is on drops. Freddie's glass is not full at all. His glass, Dr. J, is on droplets. You asked Slim. putting this all on me, and I'm being a really good sport right now, but that is not the case. I go to the studio by myself. I turn on all the equipment. I got the lights, the cameras, watering the plants, cleaning the place up by myself. There's nobody there. I'm alone, so I'm safe in a space by myself. I go from my house to my car to the studio. So that's a safe place to be.
Okay, so I do know a lot of people that when they have their own business, it's their own office, they are going to and from. My brother's a chiropractor and he's had asthma his whole life. So he shut down his business because he's afraid right now to be in contact with people, but he goes to his office every day. He transcribes his notes. He's making calls. He's contacting people. There's no one else in his office, but he has to go every single day, like you, turns on the lights. He cleans because he's a clean freak, and then he goes home. So in that case, as long as you are being smart and you're being safe and there's nobody else that you're going to be in contact with, then that's okay. But, be careful because you don't want to interact with too many people. Let me just tell you guys real quick. I was on a phone call this morning, a FaceTime session with a patient of mine, and she was riding her bike and she fell off and she hurt her ankle and she's on blood thinners and she's got lupus. She has to be really careful. Her neurosurgeon, she also had some aneurysms. I mean, she's an amazing lady and she pushes through. Her neurosurgeon did a telehealth session with her. And he said to her, listen, I'm on the front lines. I'm seeing everything. He says, when you go outside, if you walk a dog, put a mask on. Put a mask on. He says, I strongly encourage everyone to wear those masks, not so much about the gloves, but the masks. He says masks will save lives, save your life, save other people's lives. Because I know I've had some people in my neighborhood that say, oh, that's so silly. You're going to go wear a mask when you go shop. And this is a couple weeks ago. I said, absolutely. I said, maybe I'm a carrier or maybe someone there has it. I said, but I'm all about saving lives. So why would I argue the fact? So like I say, being smart, being cautious, being proactive in your own health and being safe is really what we have to think of. And that's it. But that's just part of our lives. The rest is you have to live. The rest is there's things to watch on TV. There's conversations to have with friends and colleagues and people that can make us laugh. We don't have to focus on that. I probably spent an hour on the phone with my cousin or an hour and a half talking about all the family trips we took. And we reminisced about how funny and how we all used to try and catch each other or play a joke on each other. And we laughed for like an hour and a half. And if I tell you, it felt like I kind of went out and hung out with her and came home and it was great. And it was just doing FaceTime. So we have a lot of resources. Of course, again, it's a very frustrating time and scary as heck, but we do have a lot of resources. And I tell people, make a list, write out all the resources and all the things that you have that you can do. So you see how much is on that piece of paper. And you're going to get a big list, who you can call, what makes you laugh, how you can exercise. Make a list. And every day, look at that list or add to that list and see how much we can be doing daily.
Well, it's funny. It's funny, Doc, because I try to explain to Dawn that my biggest fear is that I am a diabetic. And I did have a bout with asthma when I was younger. And I actually live with somebody in the health profession that walks into a hot zone every day. So there are so many things going on in my head. But let me tell you, and I argue with Dawn about going to the studio, but let me tell you, the other half of the other side of the moon is that I know the kids watch. I know that our interns, our producers all watch, and they're biting at the bit. And I don't know if I'm creating a worse scenario by having them see us doing the things, because I know this one, she's like an Energizer bunny. You can't take the batteries out of her. Everybody wants to get back to this alleged normal. That doesn't exist anymore. We have to build a new normal. We have to change the way we did things. And I know that it's hard for Dawn. And I really appreciate everything that Dawn is the fire that makes it all go. Hands down. Hands down. She's the one that says, let's go. And when you're going, she changes on a dime and she makes you think and she makes you think. Everything you're seeing here was because my son's genius, we put this together and it works. And here we're able to talk to you. We have talked to people all over the world. We've gotten reports from
Amazing.
Spain. Some other shows, we've gotten reports from Canada, from South America. All over the world, we are touching and talking to people and bringing them on this platform that's taken us 5 years to build. The only thing that I want people to understand is that the old way of doing things doesn't exist anymore. There's a new way of doing it. Unfortunately, I don't know how thick the ice is that you want me to skate on. And that's my biggest fear right now. For me, physically, for her, mentally, for the kids, spiritually. It's that ice. I don't know yet. I just told her, I wait until something tells and talks to me. It's not talked to me yet. That sign that I'm looking for hasn't happened for me yet. So I tell her, just be patient. Be patient. And I'm hoping that, maybe I'm totally wrong. Maybe I'm over the top scared. I don't know. But I just know me, and I am waiting for that opportunity. I want businesses. I would love to have you on once a week because everybody's watching and writing in on this show. Everybody. Because your delivery is so smooth. I feel like, you know what? It's going to be all right. This is why I told you, though, when we started the show, I feel pretty good because I knew who was coming on. And this always happens with she. It sort of calms the waters. Always.
Thank you. Wow. Thank you. You guys just made my week, month.
You do. You give everyone, because he might, if we were physically together, one of us might kill the other one. I'm not quite sure. It is
I
like
was gonna
being
say,
married.
I
Right?
think it's actually good. You guys have this, I call it definitely a marriage. You have this pseudo marriage that you guys are probably good in separate homes. So you're probably good in separate spaces. But I just want to just say one thing about what Freddie said, because it was on my mind, and it's so true, guys. I even felt a little self-conscious. I like to please people, one of my things, people pleaser. And somebody said to me when they said about wearing a mask, or that's ridiculous, or, oh, you should go out, or someone wanted to walk their dog with me and they were like in my face and I got really uncomfortable. This is such a personal choice, how we live day to day and at any moment. And I'm telling everybody, you be confident in what you feel within yourself. You be confident if you feel you need to pull back. If somebody's your closest best friend and you say, no, I can't connect with you. This is a serious issue that's going around the world. And we've seen the consequences. So don't go with what you feel within you and make decisions based on that. If you feel that you can go and do, and I give so much credit to people that are doing that because it's their personal feel. They feel comfortable enough to do it. Freddie, you need to stay in right now and do this show from your house. 100%. You got to go. Once we cross that feeling, once we don't listen to what our body and our soul is telling us, I think we're making a mistake. So I'm the same. I had patients pushing me, and I went one day in March. I said I would not go back after March 18th. I went one day and I met a patient. I said, you know what? I'm not going to go in the building though. I'm going to do this evaluation. We're going to sit outside. I need to sit outside on the benches with you. And she's like, oh, come on. I really want to go inside. I came here, and I said, I came here too. I said, but I'm telling you, I won't do this. Either you have me outside or not. And we did the evaluation outside. And that day I was still so nervous because it was when everything was going on really bad and people were getting sick like crazy. But I knew I felt better that I was outside. But I felt myself at different times getting pulled to do something that doesn't feel right because other people may say, oh, come on, you're crazy. That's ridiculous. That, again, it's very, very personal. We respect one another. If we really care about each other, unconditionally respect what people choices are right now. And that's so important.
That's why we love Dr. J so much. So you're taking new clients. You're helping people now.
I am. I've taken as many that want to come, and my hours are pretty easy because I don't have to drive to and from. I don't have to worry about the dark. So I'm seeing some people at night, some people early in the morning. I did a 5:30 in the morning for someone who's having a panic attack. We did a 30-minute session, and thankfully she was doing great after that. So I am taking people. Yes.
How do people reach out to you?
So they can call me now directly on my cell phone number. It's 561-929-1203. Again, 561-929-1203. That's the best way. Text me, call me. My email also, reach out to me. It's drjlomaski@gmail.com. That's drjlomaski@gmail.com. And
So when things open up,
well,
Dr. J is local.
I'm actually anywhere you want me to be now.
There you go. So this has changed.
Okay, yeah. I'm sorry?
This has changed your business also.
This has changed my business a lot. And just like, all the other people, I know we're a little bit at different levels, but I was very financially scared and still am, because let's say if I have a caseload that I see 40 people a week, the first couple of weeks it went down to 16 people, then 13 people, then 20 people. It changed up my entire, financial continuity. And I'm just, like everyone else, just working on trying to build a business virtually until we get the word that it's more safe to be out. I know that when I do go out there, I'm probably going to be wearing my mask, and I'm going to ask my patients to wear their mask until they eliminate the consequence of death. I can deal with it if it's a bad virus and a flu and we have medication and we get better, but not when there's a consequence that there could be death. I think everybody needs to be wearing their masks until this is really managed.
Doesn't Dr. J just make you feel at peace?
Aw.
She does. And and we talked about the doc doing something, I think it was 1.5 years ago.
I know. I think this is probably the time.
Agreed.
But there you have it. There you have it, because I wanted to talk to you about the panic attacks in general, where they come from. When I was in college, I had them, how you overcome them, how it's now creating depression this is like a giant incubator, like an oven, and it's among our young, it is like, forget about it, it's taking over. With the unknown, the unforeseen. I mean, we could do so many different segments with Dr. J just to get people through this thing and have people call you. And yes, I feel more at ease. I'm hoping you feel a little bit more at ease.
I love Dr. J.
And I love connecting with you, Dawn, and you, Freddie. You guys have no idea. And especially now, there's just obviously, it does something. It heightens the level of connection that we have right now. Just doing it the way we are right now. It's very, very meaningful.
The thing with us, Freddie, everyone laughs. Jessie Campo too. She's like, you guys are like this old married couple, and you go at it, and we go at it. The thing is, Dr. J, we don't see each other, so we actually now go at it on air. So all the stuff before showtime that we used to do, Freddie, everyone laughs. So it's like in our houses, in our bedrooms, right? It's like those things that happen behind closed doors are no longer behind closed doors. Like this morning, we are out there all to see. But that's what partnership is, right? It's like being married on air, and people now see these dynamics that only those privy to the studio used to see.
I love it, because now everybody gets to see Dawn and Freddie behind the scenes.
That's what we should call it, Freddie.
That's another
Absolutely,
story.
it is behind the scenes. I think it's great. You guys should do it in a different room in your house every day. I think just the two of you being together and being consistent the way you are is helpful to so many people too, because they want to see you guys, and they want
Well, we want to be transparent, because everybody is dealing with what's going on right now differently. And the way I deal with it is one way. The way Dawn deals with it is another. We've had people on the show that they've lost loved ones, families have died. I lost an aunt 1.5 weeks ago in Puerto Rico. I talked to people in Puerto Rico, which is a whole different mess than what's going on here. But when I talk to Dawn every day, there's something else. So we got some other friends, some other business acquaintances having a hard time with what's going on, because you don't see an ending of this thing, that the curve or the bell, whatever you want to call it gets squished, and then they give you the bad news of all the deaths. So you got one going good, and you got the other one still going bad, because we're living 2 or 3 weeks ago when we didn't catch this in time, without blaming anybody. But it all goes back to the same thing. having somebody like you, a professional that you can talk your feelings about, talk about how you feel. Wait, and it doesn't have to be wrong or right, but when you're in your house for 4 weeks with the same people over and over again, you sort of lose that edge to be able to talk to one another because the pressure cooker is in the house. You need that third party sometimes. You need that one person that you can talk 15, 20, 25 minutes and just say, I want to jump in the pool with a can of fire behind me because I want to burn up. And people just can't relate to the pressures. They don't understand this is you decompressing. So, and I understand all of this. I get it. I understand that Dawn wants to go back to that norm. I get it. And she wants to be in studio. I get it. I get it. I get it. I just ain't feeling it right now. I don't feel that. I do things with a feel. And what I like about this is that people should call you. They should talk to you. I think I'm going to send it out on the WhatsApp for the kids to call also so you can get to know them. I think it's important that our millennials, our young kids in college that are facing unknown, they need to talk to somebody. Your phone, you shouldn't be off your phone. You should be 24/7 nonstop.
You're right. You're absolutely right. It was surprising to me when I was offering the free Zoom meditations and relaxation and those sessions, and I didn't have like hundreds of people that want to do it. I think people are so wrapped up too much into trying to rationalize and intellectualize this and figure out who's to blame and how does it happen and how does it end. And I'm telling people, stop. Don't do that. Live one day at a time. Stay in your body. Be as healthy mentally and physically as you can. Try to laugh as much as you can because that's the way you need to live right now. You don't need to live by figuring out who started it, who didn't, what's going to happen. That's not going to help. That's not going to help anxiety, and that's not going to help depression. You want your anxiety to reduce? You want to get rid of your depression? Do what I'm telling you to do. You have to find ways to communicate with healthy, good people. You have to have an outlet where you can express your fears and get rid of all of that bad energy. You have to be focusing on your physical health, your emotional health, your mental health. Eat well. This is a time to pamper and nurture yourself like never before.
We love you, Dr. J. What's your number again?
It's 561-929-1203.
And if you send us your information, the only other reason I can think is people aren't getting on Zoom is because the internet is so inundated. I don't even see your post. So if I'm not seeing your post, so if you send them to us, even if you text them to us, we can share them out on all of our platforms because I wanted you to get more visibility. That's the thing. I think everyone's so on social media that you're not seeing things that are really important to see. We're seeing other things that we don't need to be seeing.
Absolutely. I would love to send you that. And thank you guys so much.
We love you. Stay safe. More to come.
Love you guys. I hope to see you soon.
Yes. Let's go to commercial break. We'll see you on the other side. Ready, Freddie?
I'm ready.
We'll be right back.
Are you here to be good? Or are you here to be great, outstanding? Hi, my name is Anne Shoshana Dector, and I am an author, motivational speaker, and leadership educator. I share with individuals and businesses the proven tools necessary so that you can make friends with challenges and use them as opportunities to grow from good to better, so you can have it all. Unified, supportive, and creative corporate communities, financial abundance, and a clear mission-driven purpose. Contact me at goodtobetter2020@gmail.com. Grow from good to better in 2020. Work with me individually or ask me to speak at your next event. goodtobetter2020@gmail.com.
Does your business MobiPop? A new way to grow your business. Using a simple keyword, drive customers right to you with just a click. Customers will receive your personalized digital business card within seconds with all your contact information in one place. including a gallery of photos, videos, and clear call to action that drives sales. Promote your products and services, or share a hot new listing with custom event pages and RSVP form, boosting qualified leads. Special offers and promotions are directly sent to your potential customers' phones with text campaigns, increasing foot traffic and creating a loyal following. Let MobiPop drive your marketing campaign. Focus on your business. Let MobiPop focus on growing it.
At Carmen Care Advanced Laser Therapy, our professional team specializes in finding the best alternative laser therapy treatments for your painful conditions. Do you suffer with chronic pain, a post-traumatic injury, or simply looking for the benefits of cell rejuvenation to the skin? Schedule a consultation today to understand how photobiomodulation can help reduce your symptoms, reduce or even eliminate pain. Give us a call today, 561-405-9577. We focus on treating you who has a disease, not a disease that defines who you are. Contact Carmen Care Laser Therapy today, 561-405-9577 or carmencarelaser.com.
You've been watching the Brooklyn Cafe Show. Join us each day and after hours as we talk about the hot topics to open the conversations and share a few laughs. Now, back to Dawn and Freddie S.
That was fun.
Dr. J is always awesome.
Always awesome.
You gotta love
It's
Dr.
funny,
J.
my Facebook on my phone is gone, but I can see it on the computer. How do you like that?
Why is it gone?
I gotta find
I can't.
it. All right, we keep
I
going.
can't believe I can't believe it's Thursday. Dr. J is spectacular. You can always reach out to her. We're going to be sharing her posts. See if we can get her on a segment on our AMP Media Productions Network. More to come with her. She's doing free meditation segments. She's doing 15, 30 an hour consultation and working with you with her hypnotherapy and everything she offers, located right in Boca Raton. And she's always got such a delivery. She just makes you feel at home. And I didn't get a chance to ask her. There's always a million questions. I'm wondering if people doing this virtually makes them feel more comfortable and less vulnerable than to call a therapist and ask for help. Because sometimes I think calling the therapist and physically going there and sitting there, you feel like you're in this fish bowl and they're intently looking at you. But I don't know. I'm just wondering if this platform makes people feel more at ease or less at ease. I don't know. Just a question I have. I'll have to ask her also.
Okay.
Blink twice.
I said okay.
As Jen
You
says,
sent me-
show a newspaper with today's date so we know this is real.
I asked Dr. J if she would do a segment on AMP Media
Productions.
Productions. I keep calling communications. I don't know why. But she says she'll love to, and she says that she still wants to take us to dinner. Remember she used to say, I want to take you and Dawn to dinner? And now I said, well, we can't do it now, Doc. She says she's going to have to send it to our houses individually.
We'll do virtual dinner with her, which is a great idea. We also have Christine Falzone logged on with us. And you met Christine, I think, Freddie, through Facebook. And she actually lives local. And there she is.
Hi, guys.
How you doing?
How are you?
I'm great. Thank you guys so much for having me on. Dawn, it's great to finally see you and meet you. And Freddie, we've been talking for a few days now, and it's been amazing.
Nice to meet you as well.
Now, this is an interesting setup. She has bells behind her, and for some reason, which I cannot explain, her Wi-Fi, because she's not Ethernet connected, is working at the speed of an Ethernet. So
it's all the energy, babe. It's all the energy.
I mean, that's what it's got to be. This is really weird. It's the only setup that I've seen that it runs this hot, this long, without a breakup. Now watch it break up, but it has never broken up. And today's a good time.
But I don't think you even know what Christine does, because the beauty of your English being ever so sexy, my friend, is you tell people and say, Dawn's going to call you. And he says Dawn's going to call you because this man could be creeping out on people, right? So it's always safer to have the woman partner call, right? So I had this amazing conversation with Christine Freddy, and she says, does this even make sense to you? And I said, you have no idea how much what you do makes sense to what we do. So I'm going to let you share with everyone who you are.
Okay, thank you, thank you, thank you. So I am Christine Falzone. I am also known as Shamama Hunting Owl in the spiritual community. I am an intuitive mystic, a massage therapist, a mental health counselor. I have a large bag with many tools and lots of years of working in the field of helping people. I have recently, within the last several years, been open to delving into my gifts, my spirituality, and was very blessed about 5 years ago to manifest a shaman into my life, who basically helped me on my spiritual journey in learning all of these things that were starting to happen to me, feeling things and visions and all of these things. So I was very blessed to mentor with someone who is very beautiful and was able to teach me what was happening. And I have in turn been able to now share these gifts. And basically what I do is I help people with whatever's going on in their lives, spiritually, emotionally, physically, and mentally. Whatever hangups, whatever issues, whatever hurts, whatever pains, whatever confusions, all of it. Generally, people come to me because they have a dissatisfaction somewhere. Something in their lives just doesn't feel right. And right now, with everything that's happening, this is huge because there's so many people looking for answers. As you guys were talking about with Dr. J, was that her name? I'm sorry, I don't remember, right? She was speaking about that also. Like, we're looking for answers. We're looking for what do we do in this time of pain, suffering, fear, all of these things that are coming up for people. So what I do, I use all my tools. I am very much led by spirit. So what spirit brings to me with a person, it just flows. I don't know how to really describe it fully, but it consists of Reiki and shamanic energy healing and massage therapy and intuitive body work and aromatherapy and singing bowls. And it's a culmination of everything that person may need at the time.
And what Christine was telling me is
that is how I work.
80% of her clients are not physically in the room with her, because I was asking, how do you do what you do now? Freddie, you know how we always talk about the gift and life energies in your hands. And she and I talked about this, about touch. Without physically touching people now, you told me 80% of your clients are not physically in your space.
Correct. And it's for those who understand energy. We are all one. We are all energy. We are all connected, and it is capable. It is possible. And I'm actually going to do something with you guys if we have time toward the end. I'd like to do a little connection with all of us, like it as a sort of little meditation, centering and sending love out to the universe, and kind of show you what that feels like. So, it is very possible to connect with people on a physical level, through the phone, through the distance, through the intention of using your heart and your energy and helping and being of service. It's beautiful. And it's truly as effective as working with my clients in person. I have clients who talk to me, as I'm in their sessions on the phone, and I am literally putting my hands on their body and they feel it. They can feel me touching them through the phone. So it's the power of the intention, of the love, and of the blessing of the universe that I'm able to do this stuff and be of service to those who need.
And you had told me, now most people are in quarantine.
I'm sorry.
Most people, you said, right, we're all in quarantine now, theoretically, more or less, right? People are home. You tell me you don't even go out a lot when we're not under quarantine.
No, I do not. I am an introverted extrovert, I guess. I am incredibly sensitive. I'm an empath. I'm very, very sensitive to the energies around me. So I get very overstimulated when I am in crowds and large places and gatherings. You will not find me in downtown Delray on a Friday night at 9:00 ever. Well, now maybe when there's nobody there. That's not my environment. I am very much, I like my quiet. I have learned to enjoy purposeful stillness. And that's something, Dawn, that I want to talk to you about because I feel you, girl. I get it. You are the bunny and you don't want to sit still, and it's cool and it's beautiful. Go inward, baby. Go inside. That's where you're going to find the peace that you're looking for. Okay? So, and there's a lot more I want to talk to you about that afterwards. So, but that's what it is. It's about finding the peace in the stillness. What is happening right now is a beautiful gift. It truly is. This is a hard reset for humanity. This is, like Freddie said, we ain't going back to the way we did things before. It's just not going to happen. And we need to learn how to change our lives. As a society, we have become so focused on this need to achieve success, money, this, that, what defines us, the templates we were raised with, the stories we were told about what it meant to be successful, accomplished. Guess what? That all just got blown to you know where. So we need to learn how to change what we're doing, and how to find that peace within, and how to truly connect with people on a heart level, a soul level. The authenticity that you guys were talking about how you were bickering in the studio and nobody used to see it, but now they see it, that is the most beautiful thing ever, okay? I have to tell you, the transparency that's what it's all about, is being real, you guys.
We are real.
Dropping all the stuff and just let people see who you are, because that's the uniqueness. That's the beauty of all of us.
And that's
it's really,
what I hope, Freddie, too.
It's interesting because I do Sarah Spiritual on Wednesday nights, right? And I've done Sarah for 3 hours. I've done it for 2 hours. I've done it in New York, Atlanta. I've done it everywhere where she sent the signal out to every place. And I'll never forget the first couple of times that I did it. Sarah talks on the phone. People call into the radio station. And she has to wear headphones. There has to be a frequency for her to listen to. And I've experimented with her on different frequency, like earbuds and stuff. Doesn't work. It has to be headphones. It's really strange. And she is able to talk about people like if they're standing there. I get amazed sometimes at some of the things that she talks about. Is she 100% all the time? No, sometimes there are things in the universe that don't come and it's not clear. But I've learned to respect the game. I understand where things come from and how you can channel things just by meeting somebody for the first time. And then all of a sudden, things open. And you're looking at this like nobody else can see it. Nobody else can understand it, but it's there. And you can feel it, you can sense it, and you can see it. Not only that, but she can feel you, which is really strange. She's never met you before.
Right.
Yep. Is it?
That's all it works.
You knew when you met her, Magic Man, that she would feel me. There was no doubt when I connected with Christine on the phone that this was no coincidence, as nothing you and I have ever done in all these years have ever been a coincidence. Mm-hmm. And she shared with me, Magic Man, my Willy Wonka, that she received signals from the universe, from the shaman, from spirit. Spirit has told her what, Shamama?
So Spirit has told me about 2 weeks ago that I was to start a podcast call-in radio show. And the name I could say Shooting the SH blank was Shamama. And this was something that has been coming up. Actually, it started coming up about 8 months ago. And I'm like, okay, I have no idea how this is going to work, but whatever. And 2 weeks ago, Spirit came to me and knocked at my little, door and said, it's time. And I'm like, okay. And I've literally been playing with this. And then here comes Freddie Monday morning in my DMs on Facebook. And here we are today. So say that Spirit's got a way, and there is no such thing as coincidence, Dawn. There is, everything is, and this is the thing that people need to understand. Nothing is random. Nothing is random. Everything is as it's supposed to be. And if you allow your world to flow and go with the way it feels and don't resist, you end up exactly where you need to be all the time. And you do it with a lot less pain. That's the one thing I've learned. In resistance, there is pain. So when you try to fight where the universe is taking you, you're gonna suffer. There's consequences to fighting where you're meant to be. And it's always where your highest, greatest good is. The universe wants nothing more. Spirit, God, whatever you want to call it. Okay. I say universe, I say spirit, source, God, whatever. It's all the same thing. All any of us were ever put here for is for love, joy, and happiness. Those things we can all have if we allow. But we get so caught up. We get so stuck in the things that we've been told and taught that we forget. We've forgotten that innocence, the joys, the happinesses of being a child. That's our true heart. That's our true soul. And we have to all come back to that place. So I think I kind of just went on a tangent, but I'm not quite sure where I was going with that.
Hold on. But then I have a whole slew of questions for you.
Okay.
Number one, you said that 5 years ago you met somebody that changed your life, correct?
Yes. Well, I've met people through my whole life that have changed my life, but yes.
But this is a significant change.
Yes.
So 6 years ago, were you this way?
Oh my God, no. No, I was not.
Okay.
6
So
years ago.
you've been taught to see the gift that you've always been. I mean, it isn't like you change overnight. This is who you were, and you've learned who you are. Okay.
Right.
That's the first thing.
I have discovered myself.
Okay. The second thing is, I got a friend of mine that just wrote in, and he says it's great that people can reach out to be their inner child, and that they can live in this world where greatness and abundance should be given to one. But what do you do when you're surrounded by everything else that tries to take that away? How do you survive?
Okay. How do you survive? First of all, nothing can take away who you are. Okay. That's number one. You are who you are. And that's all that matters. What other people's judgments, thoughts, anything else, that's their business. That's their stuff. You are always in control of you. If you're in your heart, if you're out of that mind chatter that you have in your head and you really know who you are. The issue is coming to a place of learning who you are. Because who we are today, like I said, I am a completely different person than 6 years ago. You guys wouldn't even recognize me 6 years ago. I had a lot of wounds. I never realized what a hot mess I was walking around this world. I am not a victim of my reality, of my life. I have seen, many, many trials, tribulations, dark things, tragedy. I've had my full. However, I am not a victim of those things. I see my world as this is the world I chose for myself to come into. These are the lessons I came here to learn in this life to overcome. So I can then take what I've learned and teach other people. This is paying it forward. This is learning and growing from our own experiences, good, bad, ugly, indifferent, and turning them into a pot of gold where you can then share the love, share the light, and help people heal. And
How do
find
you help
themselves.
people do that? If somebody reaches out to you and people are writing, "Hi, Shamama." Heather says, "Hi, Shamama."
Hi,
What are
I love you, babe.
I need help. Are you able to channel what they need? Because sometimes we can't get out of our own ways to say, this is what I'm feeling. Do you work with supplements? Do you work with herbs? Like, what are some tools that you help people with?
Okay, so in person, well, basically, as soon as I have sessions, if most of them phone sessions, like we said. So most often I ask people, just tell me what made you reach out. Let's start there. You were drawn, you sent a message, tell me what that's about. From that moment that they start telling me why they even, and most of the time they don't know, they're like, I don't know, I was just drawn to you. Okay, so spirit comes in, and literally I use tarot cards, oracle cards. I use, the messages just come. I start getting visions. It's very hard to explain because it all happens inside of me. And I feel things, I see things, and I channel whoever comes in, higher self, source, spirit. Sometimes I channel angels, archangels. I channel divine beings of light and love, and they tell me what you need in that space. It doesn't come from me. I don't, you walk in front of me, I don't know, but as soon as I tap in, it's there. And spirit brings me to where, allows me to meet the person where they're at. So then we can start building them up from there. So yeah, sometimes if spirit says, suggest this and this and this, a supplement of this or that, yes. Sometimes it's just strictly about doing a healing session on them where we find out that they have severe abandonment issues that they didn't even realize they had. Or, their moms were unavailable emotionally to them as children, and they felt rejected their whole lives. These are these things that we don't even realize affect us throughout our entire life. Freddie and I were talking yesterday, I think it was. He made a comment because I posted a picture of my new purple hair on my toes, and he said I had cute toes, and I laughed because my entire childhood, everyone made fun of my feet, okay? Made fun of, I was like mortified. Everybody teased me because I had big feet. They were long, they were skinny, this, that. I had such an issue. Insecurity built up my whole life about my feet. I hid my feet all the time. Stupid. Why? They're my feet. This is my body. I chose to incarnate into this world, into this vessel. And this vessel is perfect for the mission that I am here to do. And I love it. And nobody's I don't care. Don't like my feet. Then don't look at them. The heck with you. It's all a matter of perspective. It's all a matter of freeing yourself from what society has told us is okay. The beautiful, models on the billboard. We all have to look like this. We have to be that. Screw the heck with that.
Okay, hold on. What do you do when people say, when they have over the years, they've tried to make you something that they want you to be, as opposed to you being yourself, and you follow that road. And then one day you wake up and all of a sudden you come to the realization, like you did 5 years ago, that it's okay to be you. Shouldn't we start that earlier with our young kids? I mean, I see nothing, and I talk to Dawn all the time, I see nothing but hate, and hate is a learned sin. It isn't something that we're out of the womb saying, I now know how to hate. We learn this stuff. Why can't we learn the good stuff? Why can't we say, I am the greatest at what I do? I am. There is no room for being improved. You can say that, but I will say, I am the greatest. That's the whole exercise. to 8 weeks
That's
ago. I am the greatest. Why? Because if I can't believe that, how do I make anybody else believe that?
Let's hold that until we come back from commercial break.
Okay.
Stay tuned. More with Shamama, and we'll be right back.
Let's all welcome a new sponsor to the show. It's AMP2 TV, the first and only internet production company that's truly plugged in. When you're looking for a full-service internet TV radio production company, discover AMP2 TV, a full-service production company that can provide all streaming videos in studio or remotely. They offer web page development, and they use all the latest platforms to help make all your business selling points more powerful. They can do remotes or live radio streaming as well as tape productions for social media platforms and television. AMP2 TV can handle all of your television needs, including closed caption for a perfect on-air telecast. Choose from a variety of creative TV and radio packages or visit one of their many studios to get your creative juices flowing. Come and see why AMP2 TV works with many major companies, including Comcast, Bravo, and Fox 29, as well as individuals and businesses of all types and sizes. To see samples of their work or to find out more, visit their website at amp2.tv. That's A-M-P, the number 2.tv, or call them at 866-224-5422. Feel free to call for a quote or just a consult of how to put your business on a social media platform or radio platform, or just doing a show that is covered by all platforms. Call 866-224-5422 and make an appointment. That's 866-224-5422.
Kids for Kids Ministry. The vision is to see children in Haiti emerge from extreme poverty into an extraordinary destiny in Christ. The problem is the orphans in Haiti lack clean water to drink and food sustainability. These children need art-integrated education, medical needs, shoes, clothes, a lunch program, and teacher salary aid. The mission is to sponsor local leaders in Haiti to support them in the care of orphans and vulnerable children. In January of 2020, Kids for Kids traveled to Haiti to visit the orphans at their home and at their school. The school has now grown to 30 children attending daily classes, but there are many things to improve upon. To help us or to donate, contact Patty Paget at Kids for Kids Ministry, 561-876-1710. That's Kids for Kids Ministry at 561-876-1710.
You've been watching the Brooklyn Cafe Show. Join us each day and after hours as we talk about the hot topics to open the conversations and share a few laughs. Now, back to Dawn and Freddie S.
And how you doing?
I'm doing well. While we were at break, I've got so many people asking questions and actually walking into my room saying, this is the perfect opportunity to talk to Shamama, so let's bring her back.
Let's bring her back.
And there she is. So I've got, not only do we have a question, Shamama,
We also have in the video. Sorry, but played out. But this is Journey, everybody.
That dog is
I'm sorry.
It's all good.
All right.
So what's your
Okay.
Oh, my question was, there's so much uncertainty with, first of all, hi, I'm Dawn's daughter. If you can't hear me, I just walked in. I'm Chelsea. We all quarantined together. You're going to put me on? You know what? I don't care. You're lucky.
Oh
Everyone's lucky. My question is, there's a lot of uncertainty in the world, and there's a lot of, fear-based news out there. So I've been tuning it out, but has Spirit given you any insight as to messages that are helping you get through this time?
Yes. First of all, turn off the news. Just fear monger. I mean, honestly, like the biggest part, and I can't say this enough, the fear mongering, yes, this is a time for people to be aware and very self-aware and understanding that this is impacting everybody. However, the fear that the news, the media, the government, with everything, it's got to stop. This is, and I can go on a whole tangent with this, but that's the first thing is stop watching the news. Just stop. Take this time, go within. Everything is going to be fine. We have to make these adjustments and changes now in our world. This is the time. And the only way to do this is to wake everybody up. There's 8 billion people in this world, and everybody needs to wake up to the fact that our world has been a freaking mess, okay, for a really long time. And it is now this opportunity, this time for us to, instead of being in fear, embrace this beautiful reset, this beautiful time that we have to change it before we completely destroy what we have left. So that's the biggest thing, is to find the gratitude, find the things that you are grateful for in this time. Connect with, like Dr. J was saying, the people you love, the things that bring you hope and peace and joy. Crank up the 80s. Well, you're a little young, Chelsea, but Mom, Dawn, crank up the 80s music when you're cooking dinner in the kitchen and start having a dance party just because.
There you have it. I'm pancakes and pajamas.
But exactly right. You guys are having a pajama party tomorrow morning, right? For the show.
Yep.
Yeah. This is the thing. Do things that you can do that bring you joy right now. Don't focus on the negative, because if you do, you're only going to bring in more negative. Like energy attracts like energy. So when you focus on the bad and the scary and the ick, guess what? That's all you're going to see. That's going to pollute your mind. It's going to pollute your heart, and it's going to pollute your body, because you're going to get sick. It's going to make you feel physically ill. So it's all a matter of coming back to that place of that inner child. Somebody said earlier, the message you got in about it, your inner child. Connect with your inner child. I went out, I got chalk, and I drew a hopscotch board outside on the driveway, and I was jumping hopscotch. I bought finger paints the other day, and I was finger painting.
Wait. Do you guys know what hopscotch is?
Of course.
I can't.
Does she know?
Of course I know what hopscotch is. I used to be good at hopscotch, actually.
Does your daughter know?
Chelsea knows what hopscotch is.
I'm a teacher. I
I'm
would
just
teach my
checking.
kids how to hopscotch.
So that's where it starts, Chelsea. And I hope that kind of answer, it's all about, again, perspective. Where's the perspective? And the simple fact is a community, as humanity, this is our chance to get healthy mentally, physically, emotionally, spiritually, and make the changes that we need to make this world great again, to make it all beautiful, so we can actually embrace all the beauty that we actually do have around us, but people are afraid to see it because they're so caught up in the fear. It's just a matter of...
So you can't be afraid to be yourself.
No, gosh, no. I mean, I used to be. I could say I used to be terrified to be myself. Now here I sit, purple hair, tattoos, hippy dippy, lady, and I don't care. Love me, don't love me. I'm good no matter what. Because I'm good with me. Because I know who I am. And I want that for everybody.
Good. Yep. Thank you, Shamama. Freddie, we actually have Micah Cook joining us also, and I think I know where our disconnect was. She's Central Standard Time, and we're Eastern.
I can tell you that.
Let's go over and we'll bring up the quad and have a little conversation. What's going on in Texas? I love your mug too. Hi, Micah. How you doing?
Hey, I'm good. I'm good. How are y'all?
I hope you're not driving.
Yours good. How yours doing?
Hey, don't be making fun of my accent.
You see,
Hey,
she has an
Texas,
accent.
we do it big in Texas.
No, she was born
She
in
has an accent.
Texas.
I was born in Texas. That's right.
So was this one.
I was.
What was that?
Are you driving?
No, well, I'm in my car now. Yes, I am. It's the only place I get good reception at the moment. I'm parked though, so we're good.
All right, as long as you're parked.
Yeah, I'm
So
parked.
we're just sitting here
Oh,
talking
yeah,
to Mama about spirit, and you are a personal trainer, correct?
Yes, I am. F45.
And you do sessions in the gym that we're able to log into.
Yes, online. Yes. So I basically do functional training. It changes every single day. Monday, Wednesday, and Friday are a hit. It's a 45-minute workout. It will kick yo butt. It's online, so it's a one-on-one. I'm working out with y'all, so I am sweating. I am going through the motions. I am doing it too. So I am coaching. I am motivating. I am inspiring. I am building everybody up as I'm working out. So it is intense, to say the least, but it is an amazing workout.
And how do people find your workouts?
Okay, so you can go to f45training.com/Cedar Park. One word, all one word.
You got some energy there, Freddie. I don't know, between the two of you and Dr. J, you guys making me want to. I'm amazed the amount of energy he's got going on this show today, Freddie.
Do you feel it? Do you feel it? I'm a firecracker. Hey! No, I love it. I'm just, life is beautiful, you know, even though going through these hard times, I know we're going to get through it. We needed a reset in this economic situation and crisis that we're going through, but you know, the faith people, the light workers, the empaths, all the people of the light are joining forces, and we're going to be able to get through all this darkness. So I haven't had any fear. I refuse to wear a mask and gloves. I still have not done it, and I won't do it because I'm not giving in to that, but I just feel like we're going to get through this, you know? We're going to get through this, for sure.
Great messages,
Amen,
right?
sister.
Amen, sister. Boom.
Bro.
Freddie, it's too funny. And Shimama was going to lead us through a meditation, right, Shimama?
Yes, I would like to do a little bit of a grounding really quick, if that's okay. So I'm going to light up a little bit of stage to clear our energies for everybody that is tuned in and around. And I'm going to ask you all to just take some deep breaths and close your eyes if you want to, and just breathe and connect. Connect with your heart, connect with your breath. Know that we are all one. Calling in the highest order of peace and love and light. Just breathe. Holding this space. Just breathing. Connecting with Archangel Michael. He is our angel of protection. He brings in this beautiful blue light to surround us all. Allowing your heart to connect to your breath. And as we get into our heart spaces, and we know we are all one love, one joy, one energy, the same breath that is in you is in me. And we are all one. There is no difference. We are all one. And with that, we take the love from our hearts and the peace from Archangel Michael and the protection and that safety. And we expand that out now, all around, allowing our heart to fill like balloons, these beautiful pink heart-shaped balloons, and allowing them to be released to all, connecting us and building this beautiful blanket of love around the whole planet. Because that's what's going to heal. It's the love that heals. And just centering and focusing on that beautiful blanket just covering everyone, showering down now. And it literally just started pouring here at my house. And it's literally like Spirit is showing me, like, it's all washing away. We are, and I'm going to get super emotional, you guys. Right now, what we are doing, this love that we are feeling, it is coming down and it is washing away all of the yuck and all the pain and all the suffering. It's bringing in beautiful purification for the planet and for all of us. So just keep sending that love, because love is what makes the difference. That's what changes everything. Love is the answer to any problem, anytime.
Thank you.
And there you have it. There you
It's
have
all
it.
about. That was beautiful.
Thank you.
Don't worry, I've been doing that all day, so I got you covered.
I do this all the time. I get very, again, being an empath, I get very caught up with all the feelings that I do feel. And when I feel, and this is part of what I was saying earlier, like I feel everybody. I walk into a restaurant in downtown Delray. That's why I can't go, because everybody who's talking, that I hear that. I hear everybody's voices. I hear everybody's feelings. So when I do this and I sit as a channel to bring this through, I feel the love. I feel everybody's hearts. And it is just, it overflows. So the emotion that I'm having is just, it's not like I get sad. People get all concerned. Oh no, don't cry. You're getting sad. It truly is just the bounty of love that washes through and over that I feel for all of us.
Amazing. How do people find you, Shamama?
I'm all over Facebook, Shamama Hunting Owl, Christine Kandari Falzone. I have shamamahuntingowl@gmail.com, website shamamahuntingowl.com. Yeah, so, and I do private sessions, 15, 30, and hour-long sessions, healing, spiritual guidance, whatever you need. I mean, it's full support on all levels of spirituality and healing.
That's beautiful. I can't wait to do more with you. Freddie, I can't wait to bring her vision from Spirit Forward on some of our platforms and hers. So as we always say, and you say, there are never coincidences. And in our world, you and I have been doing this for a very long time, and we are where we are because nothing is a coincidence. And you got a little bit of a foot thing, Freddie, too, is all I can say.
But she posted a picture of her feet.
She commented on a picture of her feet and she ended up on her show.
No, that was after the fact.
Oh.
You just never know. Amazing. And Micah, how do people find you again?
So it's f45training.com/Cedar Park. One word.
So let's
And
find that out.
we got to bring Micah back because we had a 2-hour difference and we sort of got confused on the time. But we'll bring her back so that she can talk more about what she does and we can get into it a little bit more. And this time we'll be right on the time on our side.
Absolutely.
Okay, sounds good.
Thank you, Micah. We'll reschedule. See some of you. I would like to see you in the studio also so we can see what you're doing.
Okay, sounds good. Sounds good. Thank you for having me.
Thank you. Be
Thank
safe.
you.
Shamama, thank you, thank you,
Alright,
thank you.
bye-bye.
Stay in touch as well. Beautiful.
Well, there you have it. I told you it was going to be a good show.
Did you? Did you even know who was coming on the show?
I had no idea.
I didn't think so.
But it had a certain feel to it. And Dr.
Yes, it
J is the best. Dr. J is the best leadoff hitter in the game. You know, I
Always
attribute everything in life like baseball. Always have. Your leadoff hitter, your number 3 hitter, your number 6 hitter. These are different things that happen in the game. And I always see life in that perspective. But Dr. J led us off, and you had the other 2 ladies come on piece by piece. And I tell you, it was going to be a good show.
Shamama is spectacular. Micah, amazing. Dr. J, we love you so much. The resources we have in our community, and now they can be your community by the gift of what we are able to do on a platform, what they are all able to do virtually. It just opens up the gamut. Truly, truly amazing. We had a
Good
long
stuff.
afternoon. You got a show coming up at 2:30. You've got Moxie airing on the AMP Media Productions Network with that Jenny Azulai, and we have to get her guest. She's got 2 guests joining her on that 30 minutes. And then we're going to be recording Kids in Capes and getting ready for their interview. That'll be airing on Monday. And as Shamama Hunting Owl says, it is all about love. And the Florida Love Show airs tomorrow with Ken Lehrman and his guests at 3 o'clock. So we've got a lot more between now and then. Tomorrow morning is our virtual pajama and pancake party. So I can't wait to see your pajamas. And if you would like to come in on our platform, let us know and we will give you the information on how we can see you as well. Freddie and Teddy, put on your roller skates tomorrow because I want to see everyone in their PJs dressed down Friday as opposed to like dress up. I actually do have a skirt on today. I wasn't quite sure where I was going to end up after I got dressed this morning. But we got a lot of things happening, and it is all about the love. And it's nice to see other people are as emotional as I am. I'm not the only one that cries on air.
I'm going to tell you something. It is very dark over my house. It is pouring.
Well, Shamama's in Boynton, and she said it just came to her, so it seems like it's coming south. It's getting a little dark here also.
It's supposed to rain.
Man, it is
Maybe
coming down.
Maybe, my friend.
But listen,
Yes.
maybe go ahead.
Maybe that's the cleansing that we all need.
Amen to that, lady. Amen to that. All right,
Have a
good
great
show.
day. We try. Be kind to each other. Reach out to us. We'll put all these resources out on the website, on our social media. Tune in tomorrow for pajamas and pancakes. You have the book If You Give a Mouse a Pancake.
It's If You Give a Mouse a Cookie.
Oh, what's the pancake one? If You Give a Pig a Pancake.
Is that a book?
If You Give a Pig a Pancake. We're going to look it up, see if we can download it on Kindle or something. Maybe we can do a pajama read in the morning. We'll get Miss Sticky Fingers on maybe to read it. We've got a lot coming up. I've got a great
You're going to have music.
tomorrow morning.
She's going to sing.
Jesse Campo singing, and I've got another surprise guest coming to you from New York tomorrow morning also. So, keep going. Be kind to each other, everyone. Be safe. Spread the love, and we will see you 9 a.m. tomorrow morning. Not drive time, but breakfast time.
And don't be late.
Okay. Say goodbye.
Well, that's about it for today. Even though the show is over, the Brooklyn Cafe is always open for business. You're invited to join the fun every day from 12 to 2. If you missed some of the laughs from today, Dawn and Freddie S. will bring more good cheer next time. You can follow the Brooklyn Cafe on Facebook at the Brooklyn Cafe TV to rewatch every minute of the show. Well, see you next time.